I feel like you're like too close to the edge on yours there. There we go. Why do we always laugh? We're like giggling like little kids.
I don't know. You do the intro since I did the one last time.
Okay. So welcome to our joint vlog today. It's do you want to introduce yourself at least?
Yeah, my name is Lorelei. My channel on YouTube is Handmade by Lorelei.
Go subscribe. If you're watching this on Lorelei's channel, then subscribe to mine.
And this is
Mylène. I'm Mimimustknit on YouTube, and I'm the same on Ravelry and Instagram. Same thing.
So, as you can see, we're back together again.
It's the second time. We had so much fun doing it the first time that we decided to do it again. And we got positive feedback. My friends that watched it said we had good chemistry.
Yeah, I think that my viewers also liked it a
Yeah,
lot.
so it was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of chuckles. So
she's back.
Yep.
And visiting for a few days. And here we are doing a little bit of an update on what we're working on. So this episode is going to be filled with not too much in the way of FOs. I do have one. Oh, you have two?
I have two, but I'm going to have to post because I don't have them with me. They've already been gifted.
We'll put pictures in when we do editing.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a couple of works in progress that we're working on, have a couple of acquisitions. And then the majority of our podcast is going to update you on the knit along that we have planned.
Mm-hmm. Yay. So you have, show your FO, because mine are like going to be posted for pictures.
So I did not even talk about this in my last episode. This is my knitting vlog number 78.
It's my number 9.
So in 77, I was showing off another shawl by Vera Valimaki. And since then, I worked on...
She sold it. She didn't even keep it. I'm like, dude, you worked so hard on that and you sold it?
So this is the Betwixt shawl by Lamb & Kid. And I found this pattern to use my minis that Mylène sent me for Advent. So that's what these are. Probably for about 3/4 of the way. I used her yarns, her minis held double. And then I filled in my own leftover sock yarn at the end.
Did you use the same color held double?
No.
Or did you use like different ones held double?
Different ones.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because like this one seems...
Yeah, it was like there was a very light gray and then a cream, and I held them together.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
So the idea when I started was to do like light to dark, but then I got dark and I'm like, what do I do now? Go back to light, go back to dark, go light. Yeah, so it is what it is, but it's scrappy and lovely. It was very, very easy. It's garter stitch. There's a little bit of a spine on it and stockinette.
It's lovely and it's floppy. I like that about it because you use big needles, eh?
Yeah, I use a 10.5 needle.
I don't know what that is. We were talking about this last night. I should have looked it up. It's either like, it's probably a 5 or a 5.5 maybe. Whatever. It's not important.
No idea. But
do you put it on Ravelry? Did you put it on Ravelry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on, all of my notes are on Ravelry. Notes, I didn't take any notes, but the details of it are on Ravelry. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say. There was a lot of ends, but I was really smart and weaved them in as I went. So,
not blocked yet.
It's not blocked. No. See my ends poking out there.
That's okay. It's the backside.
But I don't know. I probably will eventually block it.
Are you gonna keep this one?
Yeah, I'm keeping this one. Yeah. And I've worn it a couple times, and I really do like it.
You had it on when I got here. I was like, yay.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice and cozy, and it was hard to tell when to stop. I could have just knit forever and ever. But I just got to a point where I was like, I need to move on because we're starting the knit along, and I wanted to get my
And you
Needles
also
cleaned up.
don't like a giant shawl, right? I really like the big shawls, but...
I do, but I don't have the patience to knit really, really big shawls.
And she hates garter.
Yeah, so by the end of this, I was like bored to death, but...
I'd have been like, yeah, I'm going to keep going. Speaking of Advent minis, I'm wearing my Advent sweater. So it's like, I figured it'd be a good time to wear it. My grungy,
So nice to see it
kind
in
of
person.
graffiti.
It's really different in person than it is on,
Is it really?
On the screen. Yeah.
In
It
which
looks
way?
brighter. I mean, well, on my screen it looks brighter.
Yeah.
But it's definitely moodier with the gray background.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, because I
it's
dyed the
really
charcoal
nice.
to... It just sits really nice. It's all sock yarn, so it's kind of heavy, so it's drapey. And it's obviously not itchy. I'm not wearing anything but a brassiere under here. And it's cozy, and it's not super long. It just hits the kind of the top of my high-waisted jeans, and that's it.
Very cute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't touch me. Yeah, so
Very
that's
nice.
yeah.
That was
The
fun.
Advent adventure.
The Advent thing will happen again.
Yeah, for
next
sure.
year. Yeah, absolutely. That was so fun.
Gotta think of a project. I'm still waiting for you to put a little cover on that, your little ottoman.
I know.
It would have been so cute.
I know.
I remember my girlfriend made a bench, like a piano bench cover.
Oh.
It was really nice. It was just kind of just draped over top of it, and it was pretty.
It would be kind of fun to make something that maybe had an elastic edge on it, so then just like you can just pull it on, pull it off if you needed to wash it or whatever. But yeah,
That'd be
maybe
really
someday.
All right, so
That's it for works and
things we have on the needles.
Did you want to talk anything else about the finish?
Oh yeah, so I made a pair of socks and I gave them to my son. They've already been gifted. I bought the yarn. It was just Croy, the cheapy hard wearing stuff that I got at, I think it was at Hobby Lobby when I was in Tucson visiting Nat and Serge. And I started the socks while I was there because I finished my Sophie shawl while I was there and I needed something else to knit for the way home. But they've already been gifted. And then if you watch my channel, you'll know that Jacob is doing work for a tattoo artist who tattooed me. And as a thank you, I crocheted him a little baby blanket, and it's right here because I already gave it to him.
And I wrote it
tattoo last
down
week
what
there.
that was.
Yeah, because it's on my phone.
Triads Stitch Blanket by Erin Sharp.
Yeah, and it was super fun. It was really addictive. I just kept going and going because I did like a 3 and 3, I think, or 3 and 1 between the mint green and the cream. I hate baby colors, so that was kind of a bummer project. It was fun, but I didn't like the colors because I'm not a fan of baby colors at all.
Yeah.
At least she didn't ask me for yellow because that would have been a nightmare.
Pastels.
Yeah. Somebody's car alarm's going off.
I hear it. Hopefully it's not mine.
Oh.
No, it sounds too far away.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go. So, yeah,
yeah.
it's a blanket and socks for me.
Okay.
I probably would have been done this sweater.
Insert photo now.
Yeah.
Dramatic photo.
So I was like,
Dun, dun, dun.
I was here. You have a picture of me holding all the balls after I ripped it out too, yeah.
I'll share that.
But yeah, so I was working on this. It's the Gentle Lopi by Melody Hoffman. When I saw her last episode, I was just like, I need that sweater immediately. So I ordered the Plotolopi, and I talked about it in my last episode, but I had most of the sweater done. The whole body was done. Most of the sleeve was done. But because the sleeves start like down here, the actual sleeve knit part was really short.
Oh,
and I put it on, yeah.
Too. It doesn't look like it's very big sleeve at all. It's just
It's kind of like this long, and then you knit a really long cuff, but I didn't really trust that the sleeve was long enough. So I put it on and she started laughing. All she did was laugh. I'm like, what? Does it look that stupid? It was really, really too big. I did the math. So because my gauge was off, I did a gauge swatch. Because it was off, I knit a size 2 instead of a size 3 because Melody's chest measurement is about the same as mine, and she knit the size 3. But because my gauge was off, I knit a size 2 with the intent that it would be the same size as a size 3. But it was 20 inches of positive ease.
Now, mind you, it's supposed to be a tunic, so it's supposed to be oversized and longer. Has a split hem. It's supposed to be longer, but yeah, what you said, how much ease you have?
20 inches. Yeah, that is a lot. And the pattern recommends like 7 on the high side. It recommends 7 inches of positive ease. So I ripped it all out, and
it broke my heart.
Where I'm at now. This is where it's at now. Yeah. But it's fun to knit, and I'd rather rip it all out and have a sweater I'm actually going to wear.
Good point.
Yeah. Because otherwise I would have she's like, well, you can wear it around the house. I'm like, dude, I don't want to just wear it around the house. I want to leave the house in my beautiful tunic. Yeah. I even bought like lined tights so that I could wear with it. So I remember going through the Ravelry projects, and some people had it so big and they wore it with tights and they just looked like they had little pegs under the sweater. I'm like, I don't want to look like that. It's beautiful, but I don't want it to look like that. So
here we are.
Yeah, so that's my gentle Lopi sweater.
Yeah. Then you're also working on some socks.
Yeah. You wrote that pattern down too.
It's called a Speckled Space.
Yeah.
By Amanda Stevens.
Yeah, so it has just a little design. Here's almost like a little chevron with some wrapped stitches.
It's hard to see on the camera.
I know, and it's hard to see with this yarn, which is hand dyed. I dyed this yarn at the dye workshop that I took in 2018. So that's it. I'm doing toe ups 2 at a time.
So speaking of socks, I'm also knitting socks. I have a finished sock.
We have to show the size difference.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, let me talk about so it's just vanilla sock. I'm using yarn from Scandinavian Yarn and Wool or yarnhuga.com. I cannot say that word. Huga. Yarn Huga. Huga. Hookah. I don't know. And these have been on the needles since the fall, and I finally got one done. Immediately cast on my second one, and I'm moving right along. So here's my progress. I just got through the heel turn. So
we're both using size 1 needles or 2.25 millimeter needles. Look at the difference.
They're both 64 stitches.
Yeah. It's so weird, eh? I showed her that. I'm like, really? You use 64? It looks big. And she's like, oh, they look tight. I'm like, really? Because I've been using 64 stitches on 2.25s or size 1s. And that's the difference between the two. It's kind of weird, eh?
I just can't understand it.
I don't know. And mine are super dense. So obviously I knit tighter than you do. But it was a little bit mind-blowing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
My fabric is dense. I don't feel like my yarn is thicker than yours.
Oh, it is.
You find?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's check it.
Doesn't look it, but...
No.
Well, mine is a high twist yarn and hers is a 4-ply, so...
I don't know.
Very weird.
Only the universe knows why. I suspect it's because she knits looser than I do.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It's just weird. Because there's a good...
And on ones, you use a 2.25 millimeter, which is a US
we looked
one.
it up. Yeah, we looked it up last night because I was just... I'm trying to convince her to try my flexies for the toes and try 2 at a time. So maybe that's going to happen today.
Yeah, I'm going to knit my sister a pair of socks for her birthday coming up in April. So I'm going to dig out some yarn for that and see if I can get something cast on. It'll be interesting to see how I like that, and also try a new technique, which is 2 at a time, which is something I've never done. So
I like it because they're done.
Yeah, I can see the benefits.
Yeah.
I really can.
And they're always exactly the same.
Right.
Because you were holding one up next to the other one yesterday.
You have to measure each one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are socks in my drawer that are not perfectly
They're not matching.
No. So, oh well.
Yeah. So
All right.
you're gonna talk about your new
Yeah, I got some yarn.
stash.
I do have a skein of yarn coming in the mail today, and maybe I will show that.
And a little insert.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of it. I bought a skein of self-striping from Nomadic Yarns on Etsy, and I forget the colorway name, but I'll put it on the screen with a picture. It's really pretty. I don't know. I just felt like I needed another skein. I have a skein of her yarn, and I've had it for years. Never knit it. Can't bring myself to knit it. It's so beautiful. It's one of the Harry Potter colorways.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's like
You'll have to show me that because I'm
beautiful.
obsessed.
It's one of the sparkle bases too. So
I'll show you my. So I just coincidentally ended up, when I packed for my little trip here, I packed my Nomadic yarn socks. I've had these for years.
they're so cool.
So I don't know if you can see if you'll be able to see. Oh yeah, a little bit, a little sparkle.
The color is coming off better on her camera than mine, but this gold color is really good. Mm. It's almost got a green tint to it.
It's probably the only ball of Nomadic I've ever.
Yeah. I have only bought that one other one, and
it's almost like an investment. for her sock yarn, and there's so many self-striping dyers out there that do really nice jobs. So
there are a lot of them are like made to order. Mm-hmm. I am too impatient to wait. Nomadic Yarns, do you know her name, the dyer's name?
Is it Ashley maybe?
I don't remember.
Me either.
But she has ready to ship stuff on the website. Mm-hmm. So that's a bonus. And also it's nice to go to a website that actually has stock. Mm-hmm. It drives me nuts to go to a website that's like completely sold out of everything.
And it makes you want it more. You're like, oh, they're always sold out. I want more.
Yeah, it adds to that whole FOMO thing. Mm-hmm. And then I also ordered some.
I love that word. It's so funny.
I ordered some yarn from Skein Cocaine, Gina. You've got to watch her podcast if you don't already. She's wonderful. And she dyed a skein of yarn that was meant for the Christmas Eve cast on, but it sold out so fast and she had so many requests for it that she did a pre-orders for it. So I pre-ordered it. Nice. And
it's grungy like my shirt. Like my sweater. I love it.
I don't know. It doesn't say a color. It says a number. CC 2002. I don't know what that means.
I mean, it doesn't tell you how much the mini is either.
It doesn't tell you. No. It says 400 yards for the main skein, but the mini looks really tiny.
It's 10. I'm going to say definitely. It's a 10.
So that's that. And then while I was on the website, I just take advantage of the shipping while you can. Yeah. So I ordered a mini skein set. This is his Dark Materials hat kit, but did not come with a pattern. So I'm going to have to find a pattern for it. But I just really love the colors of that. So
I like the burgundy.
Yeah, me too.
This one right here. I'm also really into the forest greens right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too.
I spent so long hating forest green because when I bought my house, there was so much forest green in there.
Really?
Yeah.
The walls or?
One bedroom. I think the main room, one of the bedrooms, there's only 2 upstairs, was painted forest green. The cabinets are white, but all the handles were forest green. The countertop is forest green. The little bit of woodwork that is in, kind of attached to the kitchen island is forest green. I was just like, ugh, get out. But I don't know. It's in the late 90s, early 2000s, I find forest green was a big color.
And the setting of your house is kind of in the country, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So there's a
lot of pines and stuff like that around the house. So
yeah, they were earthy lovers.
Yeah.
Green lovers. But I can't imagine a room.
No, I painted over that stuff. Neat. I painted over it for sure.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so that's it for yarn. Although we can talk first about the yarn that we bought for the knit-along.
Yeah. Where's yours? I put your bag on the floor, yeah.
I wound it all up before Mylene.
Yeah, she's like, I really want to wind your case. I'm like, knock yourself out. Yeah. This is gonna. This can be our thumbnail. We'll take a picture like this later and use it as our thumbnail. It'll be funny.
I do have the tag in here. I think I gave you your tags as well.
Yeah.
So that you have
I'll go
that
get mine. For the color. Mine's boysenberry anyways, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And my color is juniper.
So
this
pretty.
is from Webb's. And it's Juniper Moon Farms, Patagonia Organic Merino. Each skein is, oh my gosh, I don't have my glasses on, 380 yards. 383 yards, I think this is. Can you read that? It's 382. I can't.
So both of us are blind. Yeah, 382 yards.
Which I thought was pretty good.
It's 100 grams.
And each skein was
350 meters. Weren't they like $11.99?
I think so. So we each got
USD.
4 skeins. And it was like $51 because once you get a certain number of skeins, it gives you an additional discount. So yeah.
And I had my yarn shipped here, so it was, you know, an extra $5 maybe. So yeah.
So yeah, really it's
we
DK.
both, yeah. So I liked that one too, and this one. I couldn't pick, and
I
her
liked them
too.
both
So
too,
we're like,
yeah.
well, you get one, I'll get the other.
Yep.
So, and I was knitting this green sweater anyway, so I was like, I'll get the boysenberry.
So we're all set, ready to go. I've got my project in my round rabbit project bag that she
nice.
made for me.
You could do that with your eyes closed, probably.
And I also have one of her little
Oh my god, that is adorable.
notions pouches, and in here I just have my stitch markers and some hand balm
Ooh,
from what's
as
that
well.
company?
Tuft.
Yeah,
Tuft
Tuft
Woolens?
Woolens. Yep.
Did you even open it?
Yeah, it is open. It's just I couldn't figure out
Oh,
how
okay.
I did.
Ooh,
It's amber. It's the amber.
damn,
one.
that smells good.
I know. And I've got needle stoppers in here and my crochet hook and my stitch markers for this project. I'm so prepared.
Sheesh. I have needles and a bag. That is it. I ended up bringing my notions
And
pouch, but
yeah,
that little
my needle
notions
pouch.
pouch is so cute.
Oh, sorry.
Damn, that's cute.
Oh, no, it is cute, isn't it?
Aww. I want one. It must be a pain to put a tiny zipper on these, right?
Yeah. That's very
It's great for scraps, eh?
Yeah.
That is super cute.
Nancy of Round Rabbit, I don't know if she has anything listed on her website. You can check it out and see.
Maybe her stuff
I'm
is
sure if
sold
you emailed her and bugged her, she would maybe make you one.
out.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to be knitting the Heareth shawl from Claire Walls as a knit along. And if you're interested in joining us, we would love it if you could join us. So it's a
Is
huge
there like a...
shawl.
Trying to find a photo. Nope. Nope, that's it. I also don't want to show the next page. She's gonna have the.
Right.
It's pretty. It's substantial. The
Yeah.
size of it. I want to see if I can talk about it, and I'll see if I can find the size.
It's done in DK weight yarn on a size 7 needle. It's in the book called 52 Weeks of Shawls by Lina Publishing, and you can also buy it off of her website. And if you sign up for her newsletter, she gives you 20% off.
I don't know if that was 20% off on a specific project or not.
Oh,
But she does have a newsletter, and she has lovely patterns. I knit. What was the hat I knit? No. I knit one of her hats, and it was lovely, and it had baubles, and I loved it. Hey,
stop! Scratching the wall like it's a scratch post.
that's weird. The molding.
So naughty.
Yeah, so the wingspan of this shawl is 81 inches.
Ooh, big.
Yeah, and the depth is 52 inches. So just
Nice.
FYI, it's huge, yeah.
It's big.
And US 7 needles are 4.5 millimeter needles
Thank
for
you.
us Canadians.
Thank you.
Yeah. I always need the conversion as well. It's uses approximately 1,200 yards of yarn. So hopefully we have enough, right? I'm sure we did the calculation before we bought.
We did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's why this yarn was really great, because economical for good amount of yardage, you know. But you can knit it in whatever yarn you want.
Mm-hmm.
What are the parameters? It starts now.
Yeah.
Go get your yarn.
Because I've been
We're
dying to
testing
cast
it today.
this on.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And it's going to end May 15th. So that's going to give you a little over 3 months to complete it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have prizes. I mean, so you have to participate, because everybody loves prizes.
Yeah. Bling!
We've decided that Mylène is going to dye yarn. Your color choice.
Yeah, and I have fingering or DK. I might buy some singles by the time the knit along is done.
Okay. And then I'm going to make a bag, a project bag, and I'll give you the option of either a zippered bag or a drawstring bag. And to be decided as far as fabric goes. Mm-hmm. It's going to be May, so probably something really springy or summery.
And I can dye whatever color the winner requests, their favorite color, or if they're looking for a specific color for a project.
Nice.
Flexible.
That's awesome.
Flexible. Yeah.
So to be eligible for the knit along, you have to be a follower of both Mylène and my YouTube and Instagram.
So Mimimustknit on both ends.
And mine is Lorelei Ljeurto on Instagram, Lorelei Ljeurto on Ravelry. Oh no, is that what I want to give them? YouTube.
On Ravelry?
Oh, YouTube. It's Handmade by Lorelei.
Oh,
That's my channel.
But on Ravelry, you're gonna host some of it on Ravelry, right? You'll have a Ravelry.
I have a Ravelry group for the Handmade by Lorelei podcast, and I'll be sure to link all that stuff down below.
Oh, there goes your garbage can.
Oh shit!
We'll go.
My garbage can is flying down the street. Okay.
It's windy. Yeah, and I'll monitor the hashtag on Instagram.
And the hashtag
so I'll
will
choose a
be-
winner. Yeah.
The hashtag is going to be Hirith along. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what we decided?
Yeah, because we can't, like, if we try to put in both our names, it's like it would be too long and too complicated.
Hirith is spelled Hiraeth. I know it's going to be
Along.
tough, but that's what it's going to be. So you post your project photos, your works in progress photos with the hashtag on Instagram. You can also post them in the chat thread that I will open on the Ravelry group. And your finished projects, I'll have a finished project thread, and you can hashtag it with the hashtag. Is that all we needed to say about that?
So for Instagram, because some people don't use Ravelry,
Right.
we'll pick a winner, one from Ravelry, one from Instagram.
If by chance you don't have Instagram and you don't do Ravelry, email us photos. We'll throw you in the hat that way, and I'll put my email down below. So
yeah, easy peasy. We hope you'll join us, because this shawl is so beautiful.
It's really nice.
And Claire also has a podcast. She's also on YouTube, and she's flossy.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
That's
She's
3
super
S's.
cute.
Is it Flossie with 3 S's?
What do you mean?
I think I spelled it.
FLOSSI?
I was going to look for my phone.
Yeah.
Um,
we're using both phones. I'm using mine for my channel. She's using hers for her channel. So it's
I'll
gonna
link
be,
it down
it's gonna
below.
be funny.
Yes. I think it's spelled a weird way. I try to look for it.
Isn't it FLOSSI?
I don't think it is. But I'll link it. I'll link it.
It'll be fine. Just look it up.
Yeah.
She has some nice episodes, and she has an episode where she talks about this shawl.
Yes.
That's
a
why I
good
was
one
like,
to watch.
I
Yeah.
need to make this ginormous, lovely shawl.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one to watch.
And it's not super complicated. There's a lot of garter, which she's going to hate. And
my neighbor Jackie, I hope she's not coming out to get my garbage can, because she can't.
we'll run out.
She's moving kind of slow because she had back surgery. So.
There's a giant window like in front of us. You just watch the whole world go by. There's another giant window over there too. But there's so much more to look at here than at my house. I'm looking at, you know,
Trees.
field and trees. Yeah. Birds.
That's nice. That could be nice.
Some birds.
I'm going to visit her very
Next,
soon.
yeah.
I have to get my whole passport thing situated. My passport is now expired, so I need to get one of those licenses. What do they call it?
An enhanced?
Yeah,
an enhanced driver's license?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get a passport?
I don't know. What
Maybe you'll want to travel someday and you'll need a passport.
True.
Maybe.
It's a thought. It's more expensive. Well,
the passport is more expensive?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it to get a passport here?
Oh, it's over $100. I think it's $125.
Mm-hmm. We can, but ours is 10 years.
Yeah, so is ours.
Okay.
But it's like $30 to do an enhanced license.
I guess,
so.
Maybe for now.
Yeah.
Get a passport if you plan to travel.
So hopefully there'll be future episodes at
Together.
Mylene's house.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yep. In front of my plants. There's so many plants here too. It's crazy. I just like walking around and looking at all the plants.
We're looking at them. You can't see them.
Yeah.
But,
there's a giant fig that I might kidnap. There's one in my
Joe
room.
will notice.
Yeah, there's one in my room.
That's
She's like, I'm gonna notice if it goes missing.
Do you have any like future knitting plans that you want besides the knit alongs thing?
Well, knit this thing for
Right.
the second time.
How will you balance that, having that big project along with this other big project? Will you work on them intermittently together, depending on
I'm
your
kind
mood?
of a monogamous type of
too.
big project person, so I might finish the sweater before I start. I'll cast on the shawl just because today, and then I'll probably finish the sweater before I knit consistently on the shawl.
And I'm just working on that sock at the moment, so that'll be easy enough to pick up whenever
I bring my socks to work though. That's like the little thing that I bring to work, so it doesn't, I'm not carrying around an extra big bag for my sweater. But I knit pretty quickly and I knit often, so.
Yeah, she's knit way more than me this week.
Yeah. I'm like, how do you not sit and I can't sit down and not pick up my knitting. It's just like beyond me. So.
I have multitasking doesn't come easy for me. I was trying to get the heel done anyway, so just a little bit more brain power that goes into it. It's chatting and then heel. I just didn't want to screw it up, and
I don't know. I always have to be doing 10 things at once. If I'm knitting, I have to be either watching a podcast or listening to an audiobook or doing something else. I'm kidding.
So I've been introducing her to all the YouTube that I watch, and she's been introducing
paper
me
crafters and
paper
pen stuff, journaling. It's nice.
I do have a quilt update.
Ooh, is it upstairs?
Oh, shoot, I should.
We can cut out the pause. Go run and get it.
The
And
owl,
then you can show it.
or the one that I'm planning on.
Oh, whatever one.
I'll get
Both.
them both because I might as well. It's what I've been working on.
She has a quilt on the back of the couch that I really like that I'll probably end up making when I get home. It's a tied quilt. It's not quilted, but it's a Jacqueline Salem tutorial, I think. Oh, she's coming. It's impossible to be quiet in this house because it's old and it's creaky. It makes me laugh every time. I kept them entertained while you were gone.
I didn't pull it. So the owl quilt that I finished, I'll pop a picture in here.
So we can put.
It's just a small quilt. I've got it hanging on the wall, but it would take me too long to take it down from the.
Because it's
the
all
hooks.
the little pins there.
Yeah, it's on like a curtain rod. So I've been trying to finish up a bunch of quilt projects that have been languishing. I did a. I did the owl quilt. I did another quilt that I ended up gifting to my friend Teresa for her birthday.
You did your table runner?
I did
That was
table
one of the
runner.
first ones, yeah.
Yeah. Was there another one? No. So I think I have like 4 or 5 quilts that still need to. Hello? Oh shit.
What's happening?
Hello.
Hi.
We're filming a podcast. We're filming a podcast. How's your day going?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll let you guys go.
I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Lots of editing gonna happen there. It's okay. It's all right. No.
Wait, it's pointing in the wrong direction. Oh, it's all Joe's fault.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Joe called in the middle of the podcast.
She panicked.
And I had it on Do Not Disturb. So
Oh, yeah? But maybe he's the exception.
he's probably like yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway.
Hopefully he didn't want something important. Because you're like,
No.
we're filming. He's like, okay, I'll let you go.
No, it's just the midday call.
To check in.
How's your day going? Good. How's your day going? Good.
Yeah.
And we bitch about all of our ailments that we have going on. We talk about what we're going to have for dinner later, but that's all planned out. So
Yep.
we're making pizza.
Yay!
And yeah. So quilting. So I have just been creating quilting projects.
Oh, too much.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's fine.
Doing straight line quilting on my own domestic machine. So that's been easy enough, but now I want to kind of branch out and try free motion quilting. So I had to order a free motion quilting foot for my Juki, and I got it on Amazon. It was not cheap. So anyway, it came in the mail yesterday. I got it on. I did some stitches just on a practice thing.
I think I was as excited as her when it got here. I'm like, oh, okay, let's go. Try it. I want to see.
It's actually a foot that would do echo quilting, which echo quilting is if you wanted to create quilted lines around an applique thing, like for example, the owl. Like if I wanted to go around the owls and then do another line around and another line around, it like has this little plastic cup on the bottom of the foot that has red lines to keep your spacing,
okay.
so that your spacing stays consistent.
Yeah, it's kind of like instead of the foot, right? It's this little plastic.
It's just a little
like
cup.
a glider.
It glides across.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
So I've never really used that function on that machine before. So it's a learning. There's a learning curve there for sure. So this quilt that I am going to be working on next, I have come to the realization that I don't want to just jump right in, because if I make major mistakes on this white quilt, it's going to be very obvious. So I'm going to start. I'm going to try it out on a little. I guess it's a.
You can almost use it as or a
topper.
cushion cover or something. I guess you could use it. It's like
probably like a 15-inch square.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sandwich it and try that first before I get going on this huge thing. But
oh, it's so gorgeous.
This is a quilt that I made while I worked at the quilt shop back in 2019.
Terrible.
And I just don't know which the top is. It has kind of an Earth Day theme to it. So all of these little images, which is going to be hard for you to see. One features a bird, there's a tree, it says love the earth on the side, there's a whale, there's a heart, lots of plant. It's very black and white, and then
with some green and
inserted
orange.
some
So
color. There's teal and lime.
Is it
and
like a
orange.
linen? It almost looks like a
It does
linen woven.
Yeah, it's called a shot cotton, which
it's
a woven
pretty.
fabric. It's thinner. So
I really like this one. It's like passport stamps. Almost. Yeah.
There's just like
It's my
little
fave.
quotes, little words. This is "Find me where the wild things are. How lovely the silence of growing things. May good things grow." It's very,
It's pretty.
Earth Day themed. I got the backing the other day at Joann's. I had to piece the back together, but I just went with a white with black polka dots on it.
You can't really see the polka dots. It's a little bit. Maybe you can see it on yours.
Just really
it's
tiny.
Just a little.
Yeah.
It makes me want to quilt things.
So I don't really have like a plan. Well, I kind of had a plan in my head of the design I wanted to do for the quilting. It was something I had seen on the Susie Quilts channel. Of course, she was doing it on a baby quilt, which is much more manageable than this beast. So I don't know how that's going to work out. That's why I need to practice a little bit more before I get going on it. But that's coming down the pike. And like I said, I have like 5 more quilt tops that need to be done. A couple really small, like a table runner, that table topper. Then I have a baby quilt and a larger.
I like the
modern
circle,
quilt.
the circular
the
one.
circle
So
quilt
nice,
is fun. So
yeah,
you'll see those on future
yeah.
episodes, I'm
Can't
sure.
wait. And maybe I'll make a little quilt at some point. I've been wanting to for years.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna make one.
I'm gonna. She's a bad influence or a good influence. I don't know. Depends on the day. We went to Joann's the other day and I bought more Lion brand. What is the name of that yarn again? It's the stuff we can't. It's the stuff I bought the last time I was here. I bought a couple more skeins anyway in a different color. Fisherman's wool. Yeah,
There you go.
it's Lion brand fisherman wool because I can't find it in my area anyway. And I really like it because it's more of a rustic. It's 100% wool and it's only comes in 3 or 4 colors, I think. So I bought out the kind of the creamy one. And I just got 1 pad of paper, but it's travel themed. So I was happy. That is all.
Good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, $30, $35.
And I didn't buy
That's
anything, and
pretty
that's a
good,
miracle.
yeah. Yeah.
So
That is all.
that is it. That is
What
all.
are we gonna do this afternoon?
I have no idea.
Are you gonna do your little square?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Maybe.
I want to see that happen.
Yeah, I want you to. Yeah, I think that will be fun.
I just want to see
See how
the
it works.
process
Yeah.
of like the sandwiching and
Mm-hmm.
backing and all that stuff, and how you probably won't get the binding done today because that's. But just like I just need to visualize it. I'm a visual learner, so I need to see it done, and then it'll be like burned in my memory.
Yeah, it's
And
not
then
going
I'll
to
be
take
okay.
long to do that little square to do the quilting on it, and then it doesn't take that long to make the binding. I do all my binding. What's it called?
Bias.
Bias. I do it on the bias, and I've done it a few times now, so now it's fresh in my memory, and I can knock it out pretty quickly. So I might be able to show you that process too.
Coolio.
It'll be fun. So.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much it, for today.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
A
much
little
for
bit longer.
watching.
Yeah.
And
Go get that pattern
go
and
that
get along with
pattern.
us.
Get some yarn.
It's gonna be fun.
Get your DK yarn.
Yeah.
We would love to have you join us. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the down bar. If you have any comments or questions on our projects that we've been working on, let us know. Like and subscribe to our videos.
Yeah.
And do all the things.
Yeah.
Hit all the buttons.
Yeah.
Except the dislike button.
Yeah, except the thumbs down.
No thumbs
no
down.
thumbs down.
No, thank you.
All right. Go have a lovely, it's our afternoon, but whatever
have a
time
good
of day.
weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see you next
Go
time.
make something.
Bye.
Bye.